Hey everybody, Jared here. Today I have the Canon PowerShot XS70 digital camera. This is the digital camera that the library now lends, and it's a beast. And we wanted it to be a beast, but it's really easy to use. Matter of fact, you'll notice there's no removable lens. We do have a beautiful lens cap, and it really is a point and shoot camera, but you can go beyond that if you want to. So by all means, look at the manual. This is a 20 megapixel camera with a 65x optical zoom. So this is a really, really good camera, and it's got a bag and everything. I want to take you on a quick tour of the camera. Again, point and shoot it all you want, or really roll up your sleeves, but there's a couple things you should know about buying a camera from the library. Anything library lens goes out for 2 nights. That's the first thing you need to know. There is a lens cap, it is attached. Make sure you don't lose it. There is a strap to the camera. Make sure you don't remove it. Now, what else does it come with? Well, the camera itself has, if I open up the bottom, it has 2 things. It has the memory card, and you can take the memory card out if your computer has a memory card reader. You don't need to, but you can take it out, and it comes with a memory card. Please give it back to us. It also has a battery, and you will need to pop the battery out because the camera is charged using an external battery charger. Now, will my camera be charged when I get it? I don't know. It depends on how nice the last person was. So if you're going to be nice, you should charge the camera before you return it. We do not leave the cameras charging in the cabinet. Also, we don't know if someone just borrowed it, and returned it 20 minutes ago. So when you borrow a camera, you should always know you will need to make sure that you take the time to charge the battery. And again, be nice if you want to charge it before you return it. So there you go, charges the battery. It's an external charging of the battery. Take the battery, you pop it in the bottom, and there it is. Only goes in one way, which is good. And voila, there you go. Now, how do I get the images out? If I don't want to use the memory card reader, I can pop off to the side, and there is a USB port, and there is a USB port. There is the one side, and it's USB-A on the other side. If your computer doesn't have USB-A, then you need to get an adapter or a dongle or something. We don't provide adapters. If you've got one of those laptops that only has USB-C, you probably need to get yourself a hub because most devices are still USB-A. It's nice when you're carrying it around, but it's nice to have the adapter. So you can plug it in here and you can get the data off. Really, really nice. Now, camera is right now in auto mode. I'm gonna leave it in auto mode for you. If you wanna use the flash, literally you lift it up with your finger. There's the flash, no flash, yes flash, no flash. Now, cool part about this, camera comes around, there's your view screen. You can even put it all the way back. Obviously, you wanna leave it not exposed when you're working on it, so I can come back around this way. And there is the power button right on top. Beautiful, there's the power button. It's gonna ask you things like date and time. You can do that if you want to, you don't have to. If you leave it by default, if it is set up by default, it should be beautiful and super high res 20 megapixel, but you never know what the last person left it in. So you definitely want to check out and see what things are going to look like. This is not a touchscreen. I warn people about that. They're like, ooh, why isn't it working? It's not a touchscreen. There's a little joystick sort of thing on the back. If I click on menu, I can go through and I can go through all the menu items. Specifically, the last menu item, which is in the little wrench, has the one that says format card. I click format card, I come over here to OK, and voila, the card is formatted. We will probably format the card when we get the camera back, but just in case, I tell everybody, you should format the card on the way out, and you should always format the card before you start. Anytime you use a piece of equipment that isn't yours, you want to make sure that you don't rely on the settings. You want to charge the battery. You want to go through and make sure that is the camera set the way you want it to be. Auto mode is one thing, but I want to make sure that it's set in the high resolution 20 megapixel camera. And I can see that over here. If I come over to under the camera settings, under page 1, you're going to see image quality, and it's set to L and smooth, which is the best you've got. But there's a lot of settings in here, and you can really, really go pro on this if you want to. But if you want to just go point and shoot, go point and shoot. Again, turn it off, put the lens cap back on, and all that comes in the bag is the camera, which includes the battery and the memory card, the battery charger, and the cable. Anyway, if you have any questions, please go online and check out the XS70. There's a manual. You can probably figure out how to use the camera better. If there's any problems with the camera, you let us know or ask us questions at Friedman Center at KSL. My name is Jared, and happy shooting.